Well, good morning. You can probably tell by my happy demeanor that I've chosen not to go to school and clean up my classroom. I am headed north to go to the horse show again. It just sounds better, and there's plenty of hours after it gets dark for me to go to school and do the work I don't want to do. I had a great day yesterday. I shot about 750 pictures. I deleted most of them. I'm trying to learn how to shoot horses, how to photograph horses jumping, and your initial instincts aren't necessarily good. I positioned myself where I thought was good, and then I would shoot horses coming towards me, shoot horses like going to the side, and then I was also shooting people like going away from me, like back views of jumping. And when I reviewed all the pictures last night, it's just like people jumping away from you. It's pictures of horse butts and human butts, and it just seems like, all right, I don't think anyone's actually gonna want those pictures. So yeah, I won't waste as much energy shooting people jumping away from me and focus more on towards and a little bit sideways. But what I also learned is if you're dead in front of the jump, you lose the rider's face behind the horse's head and neck. Today I'm going to work a little bit more on angle and try and figure out what's a good angle to capture like the face of the person and the feet of the horse and all the things people are looking for. And I'm not saying I'm going to get a masterpiece today, but hopefully just sort of an incremental improvement. Today's photos will be better than yesterday's photos, and I'll make new mistakes that I'll correct tomorrow. I don't know. It's been a weird summer of just doing whatever feels okay. I'm not used to that. Normally I have plans. I've been in a relationship. It's like, what should we do today? Today we'll do this, or today. Years past, like when I was on summer break, maybe I would drive her to work and then go over to school for a little while, and then maybe I'd meet her for lunch. My schedule was more regulated by the person I was with. And now I don't have a person I'm with, so my schedule is entirely my own. It's strange. I'm still not, I know some people are like, it's the best thing. It's what, your life is what you want it to be. You can come and go on your own schedule. And that's true, but I think I truly enjoy having some accountability. I like that sort of like texting or calling someone being like, hey, what are you up to? What do you want to do tonight? You make a tentative plan and you work towards that, and you either achieve that goal or you don't, and then something else, and it just gives more structure to the day. As I sit here right now, it's 6:45 in the morning. My day doesn't have any shape. I have a lesson. That's one thing. I have a lesson at 10:30. Yes, that's great. But aside from that, after my lesson, I have this sense, sort of like guilt-driven sense of, after the lesson, I should probably go to school and work and clean because that needs to get done. But I don't have a deadline. I don't have anything demanding that I do that. It's just this sort of like feeling that I have. I'm not so good. Like, I need more structure. I like structure. That's why I make lists. I make all these, like, I have a list at home on the counter called things I can do. And it goes from very like specific things like change light bulbs, do this and that, to general things at the bottom like call someone, go somewhere. Just don't sit mired in the house. At some point today, I'll get an email from the leasing agent with what I have to do to finish securing my new apartment. It's weird. I have never rented a place by myself. I've been involved in, I've probably rented 5 different places. Anytime I've moved into a new place, it's been with somebody else. It's been a choice that we've made. And moving into this place is a choice that's solely up to me. Every decision about this is mine, and it's a funny feeling. And I immediately go to the negative. I should say anything that goes well with it, it's me. I did it. But instead I'm like, yeah, anything that goes wrong, anything I messed up, anything I forgot, it's my bad. Why am I so negative like that? I don't know. Don't be negative like that. I do think about that. Even the date I choose to move in, like I'm gonna move in the middle of, or I'm going to start renting it in the middle of August as opposed to September 1st. I hope that's not a mistake. I don't know if that's too soon or not, but I have this feeling that I'll start renting it in the middle of August and start moving stuff over slowly, but I won't actually start staying there for a couple of weeks. And I can't tell, like, is that a waste of money? Would I be better off not renting till September 1st? But see, I still have to put my stuff somewhere. Will the ease of having time to move out of one place into another, does that have a value? Giving myself 2 or 3 weeks to move from one to another. So that doesn't have to be a mad dash, because basically I don't have a crazy group of guy friends where I can be like, yo, I'll buy you beer if you help me move all my crap. I've always dreamed of having friends like that. That's just not, I have a couple of friends. Most of those friends would hire movers. I don't have a lot of big stuff, so I could move incrementally most of the stuff myself, and then the couple big things, so we hire movers for a few big things. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Yeah, so that's what's on my mind. How to move from one place to another. And looking over my time lapses last night, I got a little bit sad because I'm losing that view, and I love that view, and it made me feel creative and inspired. And it's dumb to get sad about that because there's all kinds of beautiful places here. I just need to go out at sunset as opposed to, or sunrise, opposed to just being able to set up cameras on my balcony. I think that was a luxury I'll appreciate after I've moved, and I'll probably regret not having done more. But what can I do at this point? I'll spend the next couple of weeks shooting what I can and making the best of it, and then life will become whatever life becomes. I'll go out more. I'll be more adventurous. I think that's smart. I'm gonna pause for a minute. I'm not even being dramatic. The breakfast burritos at the horse show are some of the best I've ever had. Wow. I got one yesterday just kind of on a whim because I was hungry, and today I got one because I just wanted the taste again. I wasn't even that hungry, but I did purposely skip breakfast so that I could get a breakfast burrito if I wanted. Amazing. The tortillas are hot but a little bit crispy but perfect, and the balance of stuff inside is right, and meat and cheese and avocado, so delicious. So what I did today, I had them cut it in half. So I had half for breakfast, and then I'll have half for lunch, and I can't wait for lunch. It's 9 o'clock now, so I will see how long I can go before eating it, but man, God, that's a good burrito. I never knew I was that into burritos until I got broken up with. I mean, I've always liked them, but it's just become a staple. I eat yogurt and popcorn, and then I'll add a burrito in the mix when I get a craving, and it's an okay life. All right, so this is an exciting change. Instead of a 10:30 lesson, we're gonna go as soon as possible because it's so hot. So she's like, all right, get your stuff, get dressed, blah, blah, blah. I'm in shorts and whatever, so quick change, quick get Vinny ready, and then we get to ride. This is awesome, yay. You ready? Are we in a movie? My lesson went early, and that was fun. Me and two other people were all in the same lesson. They had corgi belts on, and I didn't. It'd be kind of cool to get a corgi belt. So it might be kind of weird because they're adorable corgi belts, and a grown man with a corgi belt would be creepy. But I think if I was taking a lesson with them again and we all had corgi belts, then it'd be like being part of the same crew. But me alone in a corgi belt might be weird. But I don't know, I'm not sure if I can own it or not. I'll have to wait and see. Yeah, so that was fun. The lesson went well. I got to do a course, and I did it pretty okay. Vinny was great. He wanted to run, he wanted to jump. It was super fun. Yeah, it was just a hot, sweaty, good time. It was super. And then I hung out with my barn friend, and that did not keep the iced coffee cold after 3.5 hours. It's strange because it's warm iced coffee, which makes it coffee, but maybe that's a statement about expectations. When you expect cold and you get warm coffee, even if you're a coffee lover, not a happy experience. We are lucky to be alive. That was a great decision. We'll see how much the traffic makes me think it was a great decision. Going over to the show was really great fun. I got to see 2 more people ride. I got to shoot some pictures. I got to ride around in the golf cart some more and hang around with some of my barn friends who are just wacky and weird. It's so hot, but I sort of love it. There's just an intensity to the heat. There's an intensity to my emotion lately. It's all just kind of intense. And going to the shows doesn't necessarily make me want to show. It just makes me want to be a better rider. You know, you're in this environment with all these people who are way better than you, and it ups the competitiveness a little bit. Like, I want to be better. And I've always wanted to be better, but now that I see that, I'm like, oh, you can be better in terms of how high you can jump, how well you can jump, how fast you can jump, like what your overall form looks like. And each of those things is sort of like a little motivator of, I want to be better. Really no more news on her. I don't know anything. Her boyfriend's new horses haven't shown up to the barn yet, so I haven't had to deal with him. I do see their realtor just about every time I'm at the barn, and it's awkward. You know, I try to be friendly and say hi, but her energy is weird. You know, the other day I did ask her if she would just do the courtesy of letting me know if she saw me and he was coming to the barn, of just letting me know he was coming. And she got kind of defensive and was like, I didn't even know you were here. And the thing is, I was sitting on the porch of the clubhouse and she came walking by. Maybe she's one of those people that can be so focused and in her own head that she didn't see me, but it's a little hard to swallow. It's a pretty social place where you're always saying hi to people, whatever. That is what it is. You know, we will never be the bestest of friends. So I am falling asleep in the car. I've been sitting in traffic and I've got the AC on, and I've been kind of tired, but I sort of like punch myself in the thigh or like bite my hand a little, and it's broad daylight. I slept last night. It's 3:07 and I am nodding off in the car. I don't know what my problem is. So you are now helping keep me awake. I'm not far from my exit, but I literally had a moment about 2 minutes ago where I was listening to NPR and my head bounced. And I thought, Jesus, what is wrong with me? You know, and you could blame it on sitting out in the sun all day or whatever, but that was scary. I need to keep that in check, because God, the last thing I need is some little thing, like a fender bender or whatever. It's weird. Like, I get used to my life, and then in waves, the weirdness hits me again. Like, I just got this little flash, because like I'm headed home right now, and I had this tiny little flash right there of nobody will be there. The dog will be there, and that's awesome, but there won't be a person unless I willfully do something. 3:09 now. In between now and when I go to bed, I won't see anybody else, and I don't like that. I like people. So it's a constant act of will and putting yourself out there and trying to make happen something you want to happen. What I'll want at some point today is to see people. It's funny how the days are different. You know, some days I have so much to say and sort of rant on, and some days, like, I've made the choices today that feel good. I'm kind of at peace right now. You know, I'm clearly tired, which is weird, but the anxiety level is fairly low. My satisfaction is high. I got to hang out with people. I got to ride. I got to do something physical. I got to go to the horse show. I got to take pictures, which is a creative outlet. I hit a lot of the key points today that make me feel good, that make me feel human and creative and like me. I'm happy about that. I think that thing we were talking about last night, though, that want for romantic love or romantic affection, you know, I just want to be able to think sweetly about somebody. I want to think about someone and get excited about it. I'd really like that. And I think part of it was, I thought maybe going out for drinks tonight, there was a chance that maybe one of the people maybe liked me a little, and that I could maybe like them a little, and it could just be something, but that hasn't happened. So I think I have a tiny bit of like nuts, because I had hoped for something that isn't. There's that hope again, you know, just building you up and letting you down just a little bit. But let's go upstairs. Let's see what I got on the drone and on the cameras, and do some laundry and take a shower and clean up and see what comes next. I will see you upstairs. I got home from the barn and did some work and then fell asleep on the couch. So now it's about 6:30 and I am trying to get my mojo going to get some work done tonight. And I really just don't feel like it. I know I have to. I know I have to force myself to go, but I think it'll be a nice evening. But right now it's just like, bleh. And I'm a little lonely. I was really hoping drinks would work out this week. It's funny how these little things can snowball into something bigger, where I just really wanted to get together with people this week in a social way. But we talked about it before, it's that dance. I can't push it anymore, but I would like to. Just a little bit of disappointment, but in a kind of broken state like I'm in, it's a little bit more of, it hits me a little harder. And it's funny, I was doing something at home. It was shortly after I got home today, and it was just, I got another one of those flashes of like, I can't believe she doesn't love me anymore. I was doing something where it would have been absolutely similar to just have her come in the door and be like, hey. And it was just like a ghost of the past. Not like it was gonna happen, but it could have happened easily. I think moving out of that place, while I really, really don't want to, I think it will make that easier because I'll move into a place that we never lived in together, so that there won't be any ghosts of her being able to come by and say hi. We've never lived there together. We have no history there together. I wonder how long it'll be before she even knows where I live. She doesn't really need to. She'll probably never see where I live. She'll probably never come over to where I live. And that's a strange thing. That's a very strange thing. But I guess that's what the future looks like. So weird. Anyway, okay, I'll see you later.